The Memphis Grizzlies control the tap. Conley. To Kyle Anderson. Conley to Gasol. Lets it fly from long range. And Marc Gasol in rhythm. Hits the catch-and-shoot three.
For Gasol, it all started with his weight. When he first came into the league, he weighed close to 300 pounds. He's lost around 45 to 50 pounds to the age he is right now. And also, he's really carried on the trend of the game. Shooting threes. His first 8 seasons, only shot 66 threes. From 2016 to 2018, shot a combined 588 threes. Knocking down that three has been the difference in his game.
Conley to Jaren Jackson. Down low Gasol. Had a chance, but it's no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
James to Kyle Kuzma. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. To Ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Conley. For three, Mike Conley Jr. showing no ill effects from the injury that kept him out.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Ball with it up top. Trailing by 4. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Conley to Gasol. Short jumper won't go down. To Ball. Kuzma. To Ball. Fires the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Conley. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Conley shot off the mark.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To James. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Conley into the front court. Leads 4. Has a look. Mike Conley. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It's so good to see a healthy Mike Conley out there running the show. He only played 12 games last season, but when he's healthy like this, that kid's special.
A drive-by ball, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Conley. To Gasol. Shot clock winding down. To Jaren Jackson. 4-3. Jaren Jackson at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Way to hit, way to hit.
Second of 3 is good. knocks down all 3 at the line. Here's Rondo with it. His team down 9.
Big screen right there, big screen.
James. To Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in with the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Memphis with the run. Jaren Jackson. To Conley. They work it down to Gasol. Marc Gasol. 2 of 4 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
LeBron with it up top. 9-point margin. The drive right to the basket. Got a piece to knock it away.
Ooh, not skipping a beat. There are some things that you just cannot teach. That's called a 6'10 frame with a 7'5 wingspan.
To Conley. It's Kuzma up to block the shot.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's LeBron for 2. And the rebound taken in by Memphis. Conley into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Here comes the screen. Mike Conley. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lakers down to 4 in the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. It's Grizzlies ball. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Probing the defense. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. To James. The shot almost.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
Hart to James. Goes to the left side. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. It's a 9-point lead. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
All the conversation coming out of pre-draft last summer was about Jaren Jackson. He was the most intelligent. He has the best jump shot of all the bigs in that class. And his agility is off the charts. This kid could blossom into a true star.
Caldwell Pope. Missed it. Grizzlies own the basketball. Conley. Temple against the great shot blocker Chandler. To Conley. Has a look. Mike Conley. He's now 4 for 6.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Driving is Rondo, but his shot won't fall.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Dylan Brooks. Here comes the screen. To Conley. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Jared Jackson is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Hits the second. One more coming. And he hits all 3 free throws. Into the front court comes Rondo. Down a bundle. Kuzma to Josh Hart. Here's a chance from long range. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Nothing going here on that drive. Mike Conley. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Kuzma to Josh Hart. To Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Dylan Brooks to Jaron Jackson. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Kuzma. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Kyle Kuzma from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Beyond the arc for 3. Gotta give it to him. Brooks, tough 3. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down. The Grizzlies are way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Los Angeles has the basketball to Josh Hart. To James. To Caldwell Pope. James. Caldwell Pope. Can't connect. It's no good. And the finish at the rim.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Lonzo with it. His guys down big. To Josh Hart. James down to Chandler.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Caldwell Pope. To Josh Hart. Caldwell Pope. Rondo. And it's rebounded by Green.
I got mine. Y'all get yours. I got mine.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Rondo clears the rebound. Hart. To Dylan Brooks. It's Rondo with the rebound. Rondo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Caldwell Pope. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Temple defended by Tyson Chandler. To Dylan Brooks. Here comes the screen. Dylan Brooks. 5 seconds to shoot. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. To Dylan Brooks. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Josh Hart. Take stock of the floor. Here comes the screen. To Dylan Brooks. Trying to cash in. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Kyle Anderson. Deep two there, won't go. Another shot won't go either. Has a chance. Hard shot, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Memphis, they've got it. And he knocks it down, Jay.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. James to Josh Hart. Ball to James. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Ball into the front court. Looking to make something happen to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Short jumper won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
And he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Ball to Kyle Kuzma. James to Josh Hart. Lets it fly from long range. Hart can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Anderson has a look. Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
To Ball. Here comes the screen. Ball. And stuffs it home.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they will get together and talk things over. Changes coming from both sides right now. To Gasol, down low. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
James buries it.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Screen coming. To Kyle Anderson. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Trying to cash in. And a putback slam.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Anderson. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Gasol. And he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Kyle Kuzma. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. James, LeBron James, 4 out of 7.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Memphis with the rock. Down low Gasol. And he hits.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle. To Ball. James. Lonzo Ball. And the Grizzlies have the rebound. And scores. Strong take.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Grizzlies didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Lakers have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Lakers were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Marc Gasol was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Ball with the basketball. His guys down big to Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. To Ball. Tyson Chandler, knockout blow, slams it down.
The veteran, he's made a living by doing this for years.
It's Grizzlies ball. Conley. Able to convert inside. To Kyle Kuzma. Conley into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Won't go. To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Rondo. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And the rebound comes down to Ball. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Ingram's shot won't go. Conley into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. To Kyle Kuzma. Ball. Fine to shoot. Screen coming. Rondo. That's off the side of the rim. Short. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Gasol up to block the shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Jaren Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup goes down. Well done.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
The screen sets him up for two.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Scores from the post. Ball with it up top. He'll run the offense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys holding the big lead. To Gasol. It's blocked by Chandler.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ball. Rejected by Green. Out of bounds. Last touch by Brandon Ingram. New blood coming in for both sides. Conley to Jaren Jackson. They work it down to Gasol. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To James. To Ball. Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Conley into the front court. They're looking to make something happen. Lakers ball. James. Short jumper won't go down. Anderson to Gasol. Down low. Short jumper off the mark. Deep left corner. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock. Ball to James. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Down low, Gasol. And he drains it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lakers at the controls right now. Ball. To Josh Hart. Here comes the screen. Ball. Gets it in the right corner. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Josh Hart. Here comes the screen. Hard shot, no good. Oh, and a putback.
There you go, big fella.
To Gasol. To Caldwell Pope. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
They work it down to Gasol. Short jumper misses. Ball brings the rock up court. To Josh Hart. to ball. Has a chance. Ball shot off the mark. Anderson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
That's it? That's all the celebration I get? I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
To Gasol. Won't go down. Lonzo with it. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Oh, he can't connect. And he'll go to the foul line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Oops, he missed the first one. Misses the second as well. Rondo with the basketball. Down a bundle. Hart. Oh, nice find for the basket. Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
And counted at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Caldwell-Pope. Hart. Down to Chandler. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. A shot at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. And a nice advantage for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
LBJ with it. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Conley. To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Off the mark. To Caldwell Pope. Shot from in close, no good. Conley. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. For 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To James. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Anderson to Jaren Jackson. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To James. Caldwell Pope. That is great vision to set it up. Nice finish at the rim.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Here comes the screen. Anderson to Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson with the dunk. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Has a chance. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. LBJ. To Josh Hart. To James. fires the three. LeBron James drills the three.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Two for two on that trip. Los Angeles has the basketball. Ball to James. Sizing up the defense. Here's James with a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Conley into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Screen coming. Conley. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. LeBron into the front court. His guys down big to Kyle Kuzma. Ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out. Anderson to Conley. 4-3. And Mike Conley at his size gets it away quickly and knocks it down from beyond the arc.
It's so good to see a healthy Mike Conley out there running the show. He only played 12 games last season, but when he's healthy like this, that kid's special.
To James. The jumper's off the mark. Anderson to Conley. Anderson to Gasol. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. To James. Kuzma. Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he knocks it down, Jay.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Conley to Jaren Jackson. And it's Ball who blocks the shot. That's a 24-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. James to Ball. Can't connect.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Jaren Jackson to Dylan Brooks. Knocks it down off the step back.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Jaren Jackson. Conley. Here comes the screen. The shot by Conley, no good. Ball. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Conley. Here comes the screen. Conley over to the right side. To Gasol. Down low. The pass set it all up.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Lays it up and in.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To James. Nothing going here on that drive. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Conley trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Memphis, they've got it. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Surveys the floor. Conley gets it in the left corner. To Conley. Fires the 3. Mike Conley Jr. showing no ill effects from the injury that kept him out.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Probing the defense. Conley. To Jaren Jackson. Goes to the right side. Jaren Jackson. Conley. He engulfed him that time. James had made his first couple, but he misses there. Grizzlies get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Grizzlies got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Lakers put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Memphis Grizzlies did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Mike Conley could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.